Well, hello cuties. As you can tell, I am still a little sick, but I am fighting through it. Hopefully I'm gonna be perfectly fine as soon as possible. But you know me, I cannot stay off of the performances for too long. So here I am with another little surprise. On my Patreon, we have achieved our goal of 100 Patreons. So we are gonna be reacting to the entire Kingdom season. And I thought it's gonna be just very matching if we would have one Kingdom reaction on the main channel as well. So it's gonna be Kingdom rep unit colors. I have reacted to the vocal unit performance and I cannot leave my boys behind either, so I'm super excited. If you would want to see me react to the rest of the Kingdom, definitely check my Patreon. That way you can support the channel, and at the same time you can get the reaction to the entire season of Kingdom and many more reactions that we already have there. So if you consider that, I'll really appreciate it. And if you're interested in everything singing and music related, then this is the right place for you, so please don't forget to subscribe. And lastly, before we dive into the performance, if you've ever wanted to sing or you would like to work with me on your voice, then definitely go and check my webpage. It's gonna be linked down in the pinned comment along with the link to my Patreon. And on my webpage, you're gonna find all the information that you're gonna need about my singing lessons. So don't be scared, we are very inclusive. I have students from all around the world and we work with various genres, so come and join us. And now, without any further ado, a rap unit from the Kingdom colors. Okay, so the biggest kind of difference is that back when I reacted to the vocal units, I did not know much about Stray Kids or Ateez, and at this point, I'm a big fan of both of the groups, and I really am super excited. So a huge difference, half a year. I think it's a half a year between my vocal unit reaction and now the rap unit reaction, and oh my god, the night and day difference from how much I know about them. Sorry.
이거 아예 스타트가 다르네.
댄스를 하시는 거 아니야 이거?
와, 미치겠다.
차례라.
Look at a baby. Have you seen Ian recently? My god, that ain't baby anymore.
Yeah. Lego. 우리 맨날 색칠을 물감놀이. 여기 모여 색칠을 물감놀이. 음악으로 색칠을.
One thing that I'm very excited about is that we have a very different rap styles. I recently heard that all the rap in K-pop is kind of the same, which I think is very uninformed statement, because if you do dive deeper in different groups, maybe from different kind of corners of K-pop, you'll find out that there are very many different rappers with a very significant style for themselves. Changbin being one of them, with that very heavy fry that he likes to use. He fries so heavily that I cannot even imagine his voice without that fry. That's very significant for him. Well, on the other side, we have Han and Hongjoong, who have very similar styles. They have a very clean tone. They have very high intensity in their flow, and their voices are very piercing and very strong. So the difference is very much there. I'm super excited to see how they're gonna combine it. One thing about Changbin is that he can maintain a very high speed while frying. Any kind of a heavy stylization can slow you down, and he's maintaining quite high speed of his flow, of his rep, while having a very heavy fry on top of it. So that's pretty admirable for me.
Yay! Changbin! 아 잘한다 참. 와.
솔캡슬이 파벽에 상쾌한 명성에 먹지는 나가는 화초.
오 홍중이.
I think that is kind of the signature for Hongjoong. I've heard him do it a couple of times. It is very like cheeky, a little mocking laugh. That is, it's very cool. I like that he incorporated it as like kind of his tiny signature in his flow.
MAYFLY 색칠 새깔코만니 누님과 대칭 우린 아이돌 어여쁜 색지 세상에 나쁜 색은 없다 물어 너 섞고의 페이지 색 섞고의 페이 막상 그더 세란 래퍼 pop like a virgin 누가 촌스럽게 아직 까맣춤을 해 색들 가져와도 빡세게 놀아보지.
So when you have a cleaner tones, like have, for example, Han or Hongjoong, you get a little bit more, they usually get a little bit more animated because they work more with the tension in their voice. They are not so heavily leaning into the fry. So we get much more fluctuating pitch. We've got a lot more work with air, a lot more work with pressure. So the whole thing starts to be very melodic, and there's a lot of little details that you can insert into that rap that make it really, really fancy and interesting to listen to.
아 잘한다. 잘한다 김홍중.
색깔 가져와도 빡세게 놀아보지. 우리 맨날 색칠해 물감놀이 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 여기 모여 색칠해 물감놀이 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 음악으로 색칠해. 이것저것 다 섞어 치려 밤샘 들어가 결과물 비례 돼야지 멋진 예술가가.
There goes our golden baby.
제일 중요한 건 마치 비세 막고 잉글리시처럼 다른 표현 주의 색을 칠할 때마저도 그게 필요해 보여. 잠깐만 play no pain no gain 들어 팽조게 까딱거리며 그림에 칠게 내 색 아프게 달리 더 빨리 달리지 더 비키지 rapping like Siri 나 가야지 꿈보다 빛이 I feeling like 예술가 겨울에 비치는 모습을 왜.
Did you hear it? He had a lot of changes in a pitch. He likes to do it. Han can afford to do it because he has a lot of control over his voice. And if you want to change pitch so drastically, it's almost like when a singer kind of switches into the head voice. You have to have a lot of control over your voice to do that. So, but it feels very good in rap because it's something very interesting and immediately catch your attention. So I really like when he does it, and it's kind of a little signature thing for Han. He loves to do it in his rap. And at the same time, of course, like you can see the amount of breath control that he has. The phrase was very long and you still didn't feel like he's suffocating. It was very well balanced.
Renaissance 2021, the movement has begun. Splattering the world, this is our kingdom. A beautiful mess created by misfits. A moment of silence when we paint that shit. Doesn't matter black, brown, pink, yellow, white, all the colors of the world. All united, we ignite. Brand color with a you. You should know that we do it all for you.
To be perfectly fair with you, maybe an unpopular opinion, I like Bangchan more as a singer. And it's mainly because I really like his tone quality. I feel like he, in his typical Bangchan fashion, is like, no, it's not pretty. I don't like it. It's like, just let it be. It's okay. And I'm like, no, we like it. We appreciate it. We enjoy it. So because I like his sound quality so much, and I think he's a very good singer. He has a lot of experience. I mean, he's been training for what, 7 years? Probably less, but like, yeah, very long time. I think in Stray Kids, his like in top 3 singers. I do like him more as a singer. I think his rap is very melodic because it's more coming from the singing than actually from rapping. I mean, Hongjoong is probably the most rap person in that whole unit. He is a rapper with an entire being. He probably started as a rapper, and I know that he recently ventured into a little bit of a singing places as well, but he's the typical rapper. Along with a Changbin as well. Han is an absolutely morphing type of person, but his rap and singing is very balanced. It's like 2 different personalities, a rapper and a singer. But with Bangchan, a lot of it is kind of morphing together. So I personally love Bangchan more as a singer, even though I know he can rap. So yeah, mainly because of his song quality, because like, oh, when he sings, it's very comforting. I like his singing.
BtoB 선배님 왜 안 나오지? BtoB 선배님도 안 나오시나?
마지막에 약간 보스처럼 등장하시는 거 아니야?
설마.
Okay, that was interesting. We had two pairings. We had a Changbin with Hongjoong and then Han with Bangchan. I like it because Changbin and Hongjoong are like absolute complete different types. So we have a very stark difference, a very stark contrast between those two. And then Han and Bangchan are slightly closer, but when it comes to timbre, Bangchan has a little bit of a husky voice, while Han has this bright, very metallic tone quality. So good pairings. I really like how they chose kind of the 2 and 2. I think it was a really good idea.
와. 끝판왕.
Here comes the legend.
이제 나오시는 거야?
민혁 선배님이시다.
운율로서 하는 zombie 10년째 죽지 않고 덮쳐 너무 멋있다 이 브레인판의 생존 법칙 거구 공식도 그타 아는 솜씨 되기란 캠버
Oh, that was cool.
깔로나는 건 범위 싹다 색출해서 레이 나는 다채롭게 이 색조색을 조화롭게 섞어 집어들을 뿌려도 예술이 돼온 세상 그저 백이면 백미칠 화가들의 조 우리 내도 지나게 못해
That is a high intensity, but if you have a high intensity, you still have to be incredibly precise. It's almost like a very fast singing at the same time, or singing griffs and runs. It cannot smudge, it cannot be sloppy. So the higher the speed, the better the precision has to be, and the better the breath support as well. Like I saw him like shirtless, and I'm pretty sure he has a good core strength. So let's put it that way. Oh, that's cool. The hype is real. Okay, show me. I love that chant. They are all rappers, so when it comes to singing, they probably apply most kind of things that they apply in a rap. In a rap, you want it to be a little aggressive. It has to have its strength. It has to have its powder. So when it comes to chants, these boys are good. They're good. They're perfectly fine. The chant is gonna be powerful. It's gonna be out there. It's gonna have that power.
되게 화려하다.
색감을 엄청 잘 썼네.
It's powerful. Well, was it everything that I wanted from it? Yes. Was it everything that I expected from it? More, because I didn't know what it's gonna kind of look like, what pairings we're gonna get. I think the song was perfect. It had its certain pacing, and it was kind of divided into 3 main parts where everybody got their place, and it was not solo plays like just this one person is kind of rapping. We've got pairs, and I liked it because we get a back and forth. It's almost like playing a ping pong. So we got 2 people showcasing at the same time. I think it's a great idea, especially for the limited time and for the amount of people that you want to showcase in the song. And that was very well done. When it comes to all the guys, all the rappers, I know everybody in this video at this point, and knowing what their style is and how they like to present themselves and kind of the key things that they use in their flow and signature stuff, I think everybody got it through. Everybody really showcased it in there. it was a great unit performance. And they definitely approach it very differently from the vocal unit. I mean, obviously, with a vocal unit, you kind of want to tackle it more with a little bit more, maybe a lyrical song, maybe something where there's a slightly slower pacing, where you can really showcase all the long tones, all the belts, all of that. Now, with a rap, you want to showcase that power, the punch, the pacing, the speed. Like, that's what you kind of want to get through. So I think they did a great job with that. And I'm excited to watch the rest of the kingdom, everything, the preparations and all of that. So if you would be interested to watch it with me, then definitely come and join me in my Patreon. The link is gonna be down in the description of the video and also in a pinned comment. And I really appreciate you watching the video. And if you did enjoy it, then please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here's the video that YouTube actually recommends for you, and here is the rest of my Korean reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time.